Hi guys, Chris here, and you're watching Here We Are Running. And if you're looking for a lightweight, waterproof running jacket, then you've come to the right video, because today I am going to be reviewing the INOV-8 ULTRASHELL waterproof running jacket. It's available for both men and women. I'm wearing the men's version in size medium, and it is incredibly light. This size weighs just 97 grams, and the women's version is actually even lighter, coming in at 83 grams. It's a very thin material, which is 100% polyester with a PU membrane. And in terms of how waterproof it is, well, its hydrostatic head rating is 10,000 millimeters, which is often the mandatory requirement for most ultra races, certainly the one that I'm taking part in anyway. It's also got taped seams, which is also another requirement they often have. Now, in terms of how it fits, I find it fits me very well. This size is certainly the right size, and it's a good fit on me. It comes down slightly longer at the back, and it's got some elastication around the back there, slightly raised around the waistline at the front, and the sleeves also have some elastication on the underside of the wrist. So this all helps to sort of keep the rain out from those sort of areas. Another area of the jacket where you'll find a little bit of elastic is around the hood area. So if I put the hood on and do the zip up, there's some elastic around the top side sections here, down to about here on the hood, sort of keeping it around you nicely. At the actual top bit there, I don't know what it is, whether it's a sort of metal or a plastic strip in there, but it's helping to keep the structure of that part of the hood, I guess, stopping it flopping down a little bit. You are a little bit blinkered when you're wearing it like this. Didn't cause me a problem at all. Just have to remember to turn your head as you're looking in either direction. Certainly, having it feature like this, it's keeping the rain away from your face. You haven't got a lot of your face exposed to the rain when you're running in it. As you can see, it's a half-zipped jacket. So I've got the zip right up to the top here, but if I wanted to, and I wanted to let a little bit of air into my body, I could open the zip up there to create a little bit of a vent. With this material, you can also see through it. So here in the footage of me actually running with the jacket on, I had my Here We Are running top that I was wearing underneath, and you can see the logo coming through the material. That's quite important perhaps in a race where you might be wearing a race number, and it might be that they require that race number to be seen at all times. Well, if you're wearing this jacket over the top of your race number, you should be able to see the number through, which is it's a nice feature to have. So how much is this running jacket going to cost you if you did want to buy it? Well, here in the UK it retails for £130, and in the US $155. Now, I did manage to pick it up for a little bit less than £130. So, you know, if you look around there, you might get a bit of a better deal than the retail price. What did I think of it when I was out there running in the rain? First thing to say is I was running for, I think, around 3.5 hours. It rained for the majority of the run. Some of the time it was heavy rain, other times the rain was a bit lighter. But there was also some wind built in as well. So I've experienced, you know, stormy conditions whilst running and wearing this jacket, and I was out there on the trails for that run. And first thing is, it kept me dry. I didn't feel wet during the run, and when I took it off, I certainly felt dry underneath afterwards. So that's good. Secondly, it felt very comfortable running with this jacket on. Not really noticing, and certainly it wasn't restricting the way that I was running at all. I mean, the movement in this is very, very good, and because it's so lightweight, there is a tendency to not really notice that you are wearing it when you're running in it, if that makes sense. I found it breathable, certainly breathable enough for me. I wasn't all sort of sweating inside it. Now, in terms of the conditions I was running in, yes, it was wet. I wouldn't say it was cold conditions. It was, we're in May at the moment, so sort of spring coming into summer here in the UK. And in terms of that, I think ideal sort of conditions for this running jacket. And in terms of the sort of person that I would say this would be suitable for, and if you were looking for this type of jacket. Certainly if you're doing an ultra race like I am shortly and you need a jacket for the mandatory kit requirements, then as I mentioned, this does meet the mandatory kit requirements for many of the ultras out there. Always check your one to make sure it does, but it meets the common, I would say, mandatory kit requirements for ultra races. And it's, I would say, it's somebody that's looking for a very lightweight jacket to either race in or train in that is going to keep them dry. They don't want to break the bank, because you can spend, as I've seen, a lot more money on a waterproof running jacket than this one costs. Yeah, okay, those might have additional benefits, additional features that this doesn't have. But for me, this certainly has enough to keep me dry, keep me comfortable, and meet those requirements of the races in the types of weather conditions that we're experiencing at the moment. So coming into the summer, spring coming into the summer, the type of conditions that perhaps this might not be suitable for, and you might want to look for something different, I would say winter time frame, particularly in sort of more stormy conditions in the winter, but also colder conditions in the winter. So that's just something to bear in mind based on the way that I've sort of considered how you would use this waterproof running jacket. Anyway guys, I hope you found this review useful and beneficial. If you've got this jacket, then drop a comment below, let me know how you're getting on with it, and for the other people watching the video, I'm sure they'll find that helpful as well. If you have found this review helpful, really would appreciate it if you would hit that thumbs up button to give the video a like. And if you're new around here, well, why not consider subscribing, because we have regular running content on this channel on a weekly basis. But for now guys, goodbye.